music labels and the music business should be to facilitate art and to enhance that, to help you get your music heard by a wider audience. So that's the attitude that you have to have coming in, or you should be independent. I see guys like Les on here. I feel like, I didn't create the independent manual, but I definitely added some major chapters. So to see people, you know um going about their business the way they are now, and being like aware and being astute about, you know about the business of music, makes me, super happy. And I'm happy for you because, again, you get to explore, freedoms and, um, things that you probably wouldn't have done in the past. And I'm glad that this
Right.
album, that you made this album. One of the toughest albums for me to make was the last album I made. Like, I felt like 444 is one of my best written songs, not in terms of it had the best metaphors and things like that, but it's the song I've always wanted to make. And I would like, hide it with like humor and, things like that. I'll create song
Right.
cry, where
Yeah.
I'll just say, you don't do somebody like that, and, and kind of like sugarcoat it. But I felt like 444 was just raw and it was honest. And it was like the song that I always wanted to make, but like didn't want to ever be in a space where I was that vulnerable, because the metrics of what I wanted didn't dictate that. Like I had to chase Billboard and I had to do that. Once you let go of all that, you become free, like
Mm,
you're a true artist, and you can make the things that
mm.
you really want to make. And I know that's a long answer, but I felt I owed you that for that
Not
question. It was,
No, I appreciate that, and I feel that, and I guess my question is to be clear, so that people could be clear. If after 20 years, why would the label not want to promote you for your last record? Like, that's almost like a celebration, right? Like, why would that happen?
well, two things. Another great question. Um, Labels are not taught to like. So you would think we've done this relationship. We've had this great relationship for 20 years. Let's all celebrate. But it doesn't behoove a label to for two reasons. And this is just, man, again, I'm not anti-label. I'm just pro artist.
Right.
I think that, I think it's clear to say that because people run with narratives. And I just want to be super clear with my intentions, and what I'm saying is,
Right.
you know, you people oftentimes do what they're taught, not what's right. So
Hmm.
if someone taught you that it's not great business to, promote an artist on their way out, that's no longer going to be with you, because the next round of artists may look and think, oh, wow, Alicia was successful without them. Maybe I'll be successful without them. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's not about feelings or emotion. It's about protecting a business that's in a place that some people, not all, but some people like the way it operates today. Um, so there is no incentive in it for the record label to promote you. And that's just how I felt on my last album. I felt like there's no incentive in it for them to promote my last album because I'm not
Mm.
going to be with them. So they're going to make me a bigger artist to go to another label, right?
Right.
That doesn't make sense for them business wise. For you're saying, yeah, but this is a celebration of the time that we've been together. For them, they're doing things that most of the time they're doing things that they've been taught. I'll just give you an
Right.
example. I'm skipping around it, so it sounds vague, but it's a real example. So at some point in Doug and I's, negotiation in his office, it's just me and him in the office, and we were a million apart on the number that I was going to buy this album back from. And I had said, man, we've had a great career together. We've made a lot of money. We've had a lot of fun. You know, I'm not going to fight you over $1 million. And he said, I'll fight you.
Believe that
Now,
shit.
now listen.
Yo.
Now think about this. I don't know how old I was. I don't know, late 30s maybe, and he's maybe about 79, 80. Like I could literally have killed him in the office before his assistant got in the office, like with my hands, like bare hands. But here it is. He thought that he can fight. He would fight me in the office, and it's not because he really liked me. It wasn't like he was. It wasn't malice in that statement. It
Right.
was, this is the business and this is the way it was taught to him. So this is how he operated. And today, I mean, by the way, I like Doug. We're still cool as day. So I'm not saying this in a way. This is what he's been taught. So he's been taught to preserve the business for the next generation of CEOs and chairmen. And that's the answer to your question of why they wouldn't do it, because in their
Exactly.
mind, they've been taught to preserve a business that works for them. And I just think we need to evolve. We
Right.
evolve as a human. Everything else is evolved, right? A group chat can now be had. We're having a group chat right now. We're having when you used to click one person in and y'all three-way, y'all talk to people. We're
Yep.
talking to unlimited people because technology has evolved to that point. And I think that the music business need to evolve to that point. Like I'm sure there's language in your contract and a lot of people contract that was in Chuck Berry's contract.
Right.